What's going on? Oh, is it too loud? It's a little loud. Let's drop it a little bit. Just a touch. That's fine. There we go. Oh, good orbing. Good morning. Good morning. Not much. Not much is up. Hold on. I have tea. It's cooking. I exist. What's PT? PT is physical therapy. I go and in a nice. I go and I pay like a nice lady to like touch my feet and like stretch my leg. And I have to like walk around. That's probably not the correct way to describe it, but I don't know. Happy endings. No. Did you get injured? I did get injured. I landed on this leg incorrectly while I was going on a hike, and it wasn't even like a it was like an embarrassingly easy hike. I was getting passed up by like children, and their parents were like huffing and puffing behind them, so like it wasn't hard if like a literal child could do the hike. And then I jumped off of like a pretty like a 3-foot drop, and then I landed on it weird. The worst injuries are usually the dumbest ones, right? Yeah. The hubris phone, kind of. Tea's almost done. What did I want to talk about? Is there anything in particular? I'm like in a pretty comfortable groove. I think one thing I wanted to update you guys about is I have like the ability to request help from Twitch like one more time, and if there's still like it sounds like a you problem, bro, then I like have no choice. There's like nothing I can really do, right? Yeah. So later today I'm gonna put in a ticket at Twitch, and then I'll hopefully they could help. I've yet to talk to like an actual flesh and blood person though. Baldur's Gate 3 push people off cliffs? Maybe. Maybe you could install the app they wanted you to install. It feels like a scam though. Fallout, man. Can I level with you? Can I level with you? They were like, hey, we need your cell phone. And I was like, you know what? I don't like it, but I'll give you my cell phone. I did it. I gave my cell phone number so that they could do the 2-factor. I didn't like it, but I did it because I did that for YouTube, right? And then they're like, oh, thank you for the cell phone number, my lord. We also need you to download this app on your phone so that we could track you. And it's just like, what? Stop trying to fight this system. John, Twitch finally has access to my records. Kind of. My phone records. Kind of hope you stick with YouTube. VODs are infinitely better. Yeah. It is nice that like the VODs are always there, right? And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but like I was originally a YouTube streamer way back in the day. I remember like streaming to like 15-20 people. Ribians, remember when I did Final Fantasy Tactics Nuzlocke, where like if they got downed, I had to like take out the character out back, tie it to a tree like Old Yeller, just no ma, I'll take the shotgun. It's my unit. I did that on YouTube. So like in order for me to turn on like YouTube monetization is just like one button. I click it and then it turns back on. but I do think I should give Twitch like one last shot. One last shot. I'll give it a try, right? Currently watching on YouTube, like how calm it is in comparison. I feel like that's like mostly a function of this streamer. I feel like it's like remiss to blame it on the platform. It's more like the streamer, right? Dude, the worm dehorser. That was ridiculous. You're right, it's calm here on Twitch too. Kind of, yeah. What's been happening on Twitch? I don't really go there. I mean, I tried to monetize, but there's like issues. They asked for some stuff. I gave them the stuff. Then they asked for me to download an app on my phone, which is just like, I don't know how I feel about this. Can I use Google Authenticator? And they're like, no, we completely switched over to like this thing that you've never heard of, but we totally swear it's legit. And it's like, what? Which is, I don't know if I should trust Google with my info either, but I do. It's already too late. Google knows all about the fucked up shit that yeah, Authy. Yeah. I prefer Google Authenticator, but apparently they don't use Google anymore because Google holds too much power. If it's Authy, it's real. I get that it's real. I mean, like, they would lose. It would be like a gigantic scandal if it was like an actual. I think it's quote unquote real, but I also think that they're using it to like collect data, right? Does that make sense? I think they're like, why should we let Google collect data on our users? Why shouldn't we be the ability to collect it? Like, that should be our data, not Google's, right? You're telling me you could turn on monetization, but you have it on. Oh no. Listen, well, I can explain. In my defense, I didn't want to. YouTube is like ready to go. It's easy. They're like, there you go. Mad man, take my money, old man. I get it. I get that like every app collects data. I just think Twitch is like, I've got mixed feelings about Twitch, to say the least, right? My card is set up on YouTube. Open it already. Well, let's talk about like why I haven't opened it, right? If I open it on YouTube and then I open it on Twitch, I don't like that. I don't hold with that. I've never heard of Authy before, so I'm strictly on SMS. Yes! Giop, can I level with you? I gave them my cell phone. I'm ready to do SMS like right now, but like they just won't send me the code. They're like, oh, oops, we can't send you the code. Guess you'll just have to download Authy. And it's like, that don't seem right to me. I may be an old man that's about like it's been like hanging out way too much with like homeless people lately, but that don't seem right. We did a fucky wucky, exactly. I gave them my phone already. They just won't send me the text. Yes, if I monetize on YouTube, I can still multi-stream. So the Twitch people that prefer Twitch, I'll be there. I'll be there. I've got my data collected by a job application website. They tried to sell me stuff even though I didn't have a penny. Ain't that just the way that it is, right? Buy a phone solely for Twitch like a drug dealer? Like a freaking drug dealer? I don't recall ever using Authy as a requirement for Twitch, but it's been a while and I have old lady memory. Yeah, Saku, they added it. It sounds like they added it this year. Like they did SMS, which I signed up for, and then they did Google Authenticator if you want to, like 2 years ago. And then 1 year ago, they're like, no more Google Authenticator. We do not allow that anymore. You have to use our thing. And it's like, what? Hey kid, want to stream some content? Has that homeless dude dispensed more wisdom for me? All right, I'm gonna level with you. I feel like there was like a big misunderstanding and it was partially my fault. It was partially my fault. I think I haven't bought, other than my like work clothes, which is like, you know, business dress, right? My like shirts and my basketball shorts, and my like shoes, they're all like basically falling apart because it's the stuff that I wore when I was in college, which was, I'm sure you can tell. Maybe some of you weren't born yet when I bought these clothes, right? So I do look like someone that's like living rough, right? Bro, please buy more clothes. Hold on. He thought I was homeless too, because this is a funny story. He was like, I know the places that are safe. And I was like, oh, cool. And he's like, yeah. Do you have a tent? And I was like, yeah, I have a tent. And he's like, that's good. All right. And I was like, but in my mind, I was like, oh, I've got like a backpack. I have like a $500 backpacking tent, right? I thought he was just asking me about my camping equipment, but I think he meant, yeah. Anyway. What a bro. There's like kitchens that give out food for free. The food wasn't that great, but it was free, right? Pretty cool of him. Yeah. Hi, Brandon. I just dropped by to say that I hope PT goes well. Wish I could stay, but my people need me. No problem. Harry Cheeseball, thank you for dropping by. It's going to be a quick one today. I mean, we're already like a fourth of the way through. It's okay. Disheveled old man is my aesthetic. Brandon, brother, what is PT? Physical therapy. My knee and my hip are like kind of whack. If we come homeless, then can we also get meet and greets? Yo, Jess, I was thinking of becoming a panhandler and then being like a just chatting oriented panhandler. What do you guys think? I think if I charge like $1 per 5 minutes, I could make like penis time. Like a just chatting oriented panhandler. What do you think? Kizuhara, hello. Good morning, good morning. I hope PT goes well. It's okay. I don't like it when people touch any part of me, let alone my feet, but especially my feet. But I feel like it's just necessary, right? Don't touch my feet, you silly therapist. Ooh. I'm not that kind of orc. They should be paying you. Would you prefer a machine or a robot to touch me? A robot! What do I feel about a robot? I'll be real, like a machine, yes. A robot, no. What's the difference between a machine and a robot? Well, a robot is almost always a machine, but a machine isn't always a robot, right? I think a robot implies robots are sexier. Is that true? $1 for 5 minutes. I only need 1 minute of those tootsies. All right, Nicholas Gogel, I'll give you the 1 minute special, which is 20 cents for 1 minute. PT is rough. Can't wait till we could just replace our body parts with robot parts. Bro, I want like I want to replace my hand with like a rocket launcher, like that cyber demon from Doom 2. I want to replace not my right arm. That's the arm that I jack it with. My left arm with a rocket launcher. What about a flamethrower? This is my issue with the flamethrower. I'm like terrified of zombies, right? And you use a flamethrower, you just make a flaming zombie. Like you just you imbue it with 1d6 fire damage, right? I don't know. Peko Edgy, this is how we learn that you're right-handed. I was born left-handed. I still do all sports left-handed. I golf left. When I play baseball, I throw left. I bat left. Football, I throw left. I'm a lefty, but then I was told that like it's very difficult to write left-handed. Like the world is not like designed for lefties, right? There's like a conspiracy to hold us back. So I was taught to write with my right hand. I don't wank with the left because the left is too strong. It needs a gentle touch. It's the strongest sword in the world, but it'll shatter. Anyways. Noted. Left-handed people cannot play Kid Icarus on the 3DS. Takeshi Nintendo thinks that twinks are only for the right-handed. You heard it here first, folks. Nintendo's gonna sue the ever-loving shit out of me. But I don't give a shit, because I'm here to give you, like, the real scoop. Takeshi Nintendo thinks that twinks are only for the right-handed. I don't know. Do you use left-handed controllers or computer? No, I actually game right. So I've got the right-handed setup. I'm looking at my, like, mouse and keyboard. I game right-handed. Takeshi beat Nintendo up. Kenichi Smith. American Ninja. What are you drinking? I'm drinking a green tea today. I'm drinking a jasmine green tea. Hello, my #1 orb streamer. I hope to not be an orb soon. I'm thinking of popping my ears out soon. Coffee? So you're among those who were forced to do things with the right hand? I was. What was the method that my sister used to teach me how to write right-handed? I remember originally it was like a savage beating. If I used my left hand, just an absolutely like inappropriate level of beating if I'm using my left hand. But then my sister was just like, okay, I give you a piece of candy or a cookie if you use your right hand for this one. That's what taught me. It's not the beatings. You know what I'm like? I remember a dog that was given. I remember a dog that was being trained, and then they used a spray collar. Do you know what a spray collar is? It's a little collar with like a little thing, and then they have like, you put lemon water in the collar, and then like anytime they bark, it sprays like lemon water at them, and it teaches them not to bark, right? It's better than a shock collar. Yeah. I watched a dog being trained by that, and then the dogs just learned that there's like a limited reservoir of like lemon water in it, right? So this dog, this fucking Giga Chad big dick dog, would just bark over and over and over again for 30 minutes until the thing was exhausted, and then the dog would stop barking because it's like, we're good. I'm free. Yeah. That's me. The beatings are finite. They'll end eventually because you get tired. But I do react positively to candy and cookies. I remember my sister made cookies for us once. But like, I don't know what happened. Something happened to the cookies and they basically melted into one big sheet. Can you guys like tell me like why that happens? You guys, have you ever done that? Like, have you ever made like chocolate chip cookies? And then when you bake them on a sheet, like they kind of melt and then like, it's not, they're just one. They were not close together. They were like, it was a flat cookie. It was a flat boy. Delicious. Too much butter is the type of sugar she used. It's either too much butter or too little flour. Interesting. Too much fat. That's where the flavor's at though. Too much cookie? The cookie dough will spread out as they bake? Yeah. I remember the end of that story. It's not really worth. It's not a random story, but like it was a funny end to that story. She left to She left to try to find like a cookie cutter. I remember that was her solution to that. She's like, let's go find a cookie cutter in the back room to try to like cut out cookies. And then my brother and I like we're waiting for cookies, and then she left and she forgot to tell us not to fuck around with her sheet of cookie. And then she came back and it was like 80% gone. We were just like shoving like cookie into our mouth, and it was like burning our hands because the chocolate chips were like still melted. She was so mad. I cannot even describe like how pissed off she was. One giant cookie brick. Even if she had told you not to do it, you'd have done it anyways. No, Anya. We are absolutely terrified. We live in mortal terror of our sister, my brother and I. She's like the mafia boss of our family. So if she told us not to do it, we wouldn't have done it, but she didn't tell us not to do it, so we did it. And she's not a tyrant either. So she's like, well, I didn't tell you not to do it, so of course you're gonna do it. Of course, idiot children are gonna do it. Is she single? Both of my siblings are married. Both of them are married. I'm the only I'm not gonna call myself a dud because I don't think I'm a dud, but I'm the only, you know. It's either me or pack it up and go home. I'm the clearance TV on the shelf at Best Buy. The only remaining was crazy Uncle Orb. Crazy Uncle Orb. I'm the Insignia TV. We got a Sony, we have an LG, and we have the Insignia. Hello from Brazil. Hello. One of my favorite VTubers is also from Brazil. They're great. A big, chunky hamster. Let's go! Let's fucking go! Have you seen... Have you seen the big ham opening? Rivians, can you handle Twitch and I'll handle YouTube? We have to show them the big ham opening. It's Big O, but big ham. Hold on a second. Big ham. OP. Yeah, there it is. No. Okay. All right. Please watch it. Give it a watch. Big Ham literally did this for no reason. Big Ham did this in a cave in Afghanistan with a box of scraps. Well, I'm not Big Ham. She was not in Afghanistan. I'm absolutely lying. Big O is goated. It's so good. You should, if you've never seen the Big O opening, watch it after. You make Big Ham sound like some sort of corporate monopoly. I mean, have you ever eaten ham, Johnson? Have you ever eaten ham? Big Ham. There you go. You know, I want to talk about the Big O opening. I heard they did it that way because they ran out of budget. Like they had no money left for the opening and they made it like the most stripped down opening possible. I heard that. I also heard that Hands Off Azoken also ran into the same problem. I heard that Hands Off Azoken opening, they did it that way because they ran out of budget. I feel like if you don't even need to give artists like money. You should give them money, but you don't even need to give them money. All you need to do is just leave them the fuck alone, and they'll like consistently produce banger after banger after banger. If you're like a bean counter and you're like, hey, we need it to look like this and that, like give us this, like you just be like, hey, sorry, there's no money, but you could do whatever the fuck you want, and then make like a banger opening. I feel like that's exactly what happened to Big O and Azoken. Exactly, let us cook. But you should give them money too. What the fuck? Hello? There we go. I'm not gonna say that. That's gonna get clipped. What is going on? Hello? Hello? Could you hear me? Uh-oh. I think I'm like touching things that I should not be touching. Anyway. My YouTube is like glitching out. Oh man. Budget isn't everything. Gonna get clipped anyway. Trade offer, you can do whatever you want for the opening, but we won't pay you. Isn't that what happened to that the dub? The Ghost Stories dub? They were just like, hey, this is gonna be a flop anyway. So we can't really pay you that much, but we don't really give a shit what you do. Just get it out there. Yeah, basically. I think that if you're not an artist and you're more inclinated to like the administrative stuff, like we do need administrators. All right, let's go ahead and like I'm gonna make a hot take, right? I think administrators are like very much like necessary. It's a difficult job. It's like the boring work, right? They're like super necessary, but also at the same time, like they shouldn't be like telling the art division what to do, right? A good administrator that like handles the shit that you don't want to do is worth their weight in gold, right? They actually lied about that. What? I agree only because I hate being the one to instruct others. Yeah. Oh, Mona, good morning. I'm doing a short stream today because I gotta go to PT at noon. So I'm thinking finish in an hour long stream, then I can shower, eat breakfast, and then go there. Yeah. No, that's just an urban legend. The dub scriptwriter for Ghost Stories just made up his own shit. The Japanese studio didn't really care. I mean, that's the way to do it, right? That's the way to do it. I'm an art director and I just got absolutely bogus feedback from an author and the editor just forwarded along without taking out the rude bits. Grinds me fucking gears. Huh. There are weird things that Japanese studio asks not to be changed, like how the stories are resolved. Huh. Interesting. Ghost Stories is the OG abridged story series. Oh yeah, we're in Sky right now. We're waiting for key pops, right? We're waiting for key pops right now. It's Sky. We just need a couple more. We just need a couple more of the gems, and then we could summon Kirin. And I'm in line for the Osore, okay? If any of you guys take my Osore, I'll ban you from the link shell. Get out of here. Despot is up! Despot is up, let's go. Despot is up, let's go. That's the robot, right? In the little like, that's the robot that like hangs out in a little like cubby. I didn't catch any of that. God, I love Sky. Oh my god, so good. He's the only outside enemy aside from the gods. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, good times, good times. I want to hang out in a little cubby too. It's the clay doll. Whippersnappers, I grew up on Robotech Macross. Yo, Jimmy Fett. Jimmy Fett. If you're one of my people, you'll have an experience that like you understand, right? Were you a peasant and you grew up with the dub that was on like, was it Cartoon Network? There's like a scene where like the main character and like the officer lady, not the idol lady, the military officer lady, they get like captured by the giants, and then like they have to like smooch each other. They're like, now kiss, right? And then they have to like, you know, and then all the giants are like, ugh, gross, what are they doing? I rewatched that over and over and over again because of like the sexual tension in that scene. Yeah, that's culture right there. That's culture. I rewatched this scene over and over again. And when I was a kid, I was like, yeah, I'm the main character. And now I realize I'm the giant dude that's going, ew, disgusting. A horny little orb. Unsubbed. Yes, Jimmy Fett. I love BattleTech. It's so good. Oh my god. What other things do I remember about that? Not my proudest fap. It's not my least proud fap either though, right? I would say it's like middle of the road. It could be worse, but it's like, okay, it's fine. Horny little orc is what you call a goblin. What's the least proud? Hold on, let me think about that. Do I want to say that on live stream? Please don't. Hold on. Let me think about it. Say it or no balls. Least proud. No, Komoto's Asuka is most certainly not. Satan. Hercule Satan. Just say yes and don't elaborate. Hold on. I could think of one that's like, why would you fap to that? But that's not like, I'm not ashamed of it. I'm just like, why would you do that? I'm scared. Out with it. Give us that one then. All right. I won't say what. I'll leave this to your imagination, right? I won't say what currency it is, but there's like a picture on a currency, not US currency. And I was like, Oh god! Why? Anyways, I'll leave that out. I'll leave that to your imagination. Brother, please! I fapped the money! He's after the euro! Let's go, brother! She's dead. Joke's on you, Bizu. That only makes me harder. Bizu, it's your ruse is backfired. That only makes me harder. Don't say that. we need fan art of you. It's the meme of that guy being disgusted then unzipping anyways. Exactly. Listen, you go to summer camp and there's no internet yet. You go to summer camp and there's no internet and you've just got like money and it's just like, all right, I'll get it done. Just lay back and think about England, right? Just lay back and think about England. I don't understand. Jesus Christ. They didn't mean it that literally. The struggle fap is real. Why are you like this? That's a really good question. LJ, can I level with you? It's like a mix of like extreme neglect and then the alternative is like just getting your ass beat. It's like, you know what? I can be alone. I can entertain myself. I don't need other people. And then like my mind just went to strange, weird places, right? Just extremely weird places because I was left to my own devices. He's trauma dumping now. He's trauma dumping. I do have a very vivid imagination. I will admit that. Also, I have like a suppressed like what is it? Self-preservation instinct. That's like definitely true. Like things that a normal person would be like, no, that's crazy. Why would you do that for no reason? I might do that if you give me like $10,000, but why would you do that just for fun? And then my brain is just like, yeah, why not? Maybe I'll get free food. I have a suppressed like self-preservation instinct and I do like weird stuff. Now, please tell us about your proudest fap to balance out the atmosphere. Okay, let me think about that. My proudest fap. Oh, I know what it is. I wrote a lemon fiction and it was so good. I fapped to it and it's like, I'd made that. Do artists ever do that? Do you ever make like horny art and it's so good you're like, let's go, let's literally fucking go on zips? Any artists in chat that have ever done that? That is like giga Chad tier. Like you have made it as an artist if like you could turn yourself on, right? This is actually kind of understandable. Based, of course. I just turned on the stream, what the fuck? I will not tell you what characters, but it was like a crack ship for sure. It was a crack ship. That's power. Giga ore. Yeah, I'm a newbie to like visual art, but it was a fic. It was a lemon fic and it was good. Tell us your crack lemon? Absolutely not. We will not go that far. Self-reliance. How long ago was this? I think I was a senior in high school. I got kicked out of high school and I was sent to the high school where there was like 150 students. And it was all dudes that got kicked out for fighting and like 10 pregnant girls. And I was writing myself some fire lemon fic. Absolutely fire. Basically Cromarty, yeah. What the fuck? Brandon, wait, why? Why? What? What was the ship? I will not tell you the ship. Why did you get kicked out? I went to the high-end high school that was like a quote-unquote big deal in like the piece of shit like middle of nowhere where I grew up. That's where my siblings went to and graduated from because they were intelligent. And then I got kicked out of that one for fighting. And then I got kicked out of the normal local high school for ditching 60 times in one semester. And I think there's only like 110 days per semester. And I ditched 60 of them. And I went to the local PC cafe and played Counter-Strike and Diablo 2. And then I got kicked out. And then, yeah. And then I went to the delinquent high school. I went to like Cromarty High School, and I watched a dude get stabbed in the neck with a pencil there. It was pretty based. But then the dude that did the stabbing was not like a hardened criminal. He was also a kid, and he pissed himself like after he stabbed the guy because he realized what he had done. And I remember the smell of piss like very vividly in my mind. Anyway. Oh, I minded my P's and Q's at that third high school. I minded my P's and Q's. I thought I was a badass. I was like getting into fights. But let this be a lesson to you guys, right? No matter how strong you think you are, no matter how badass you think you are, no matter how much you think that people need to watch themselves around you, you could drop to a level where you're the small fish. Right? You could drop to the level where like you're just hanging out with people that will fucking kill you, and it's like, oh, I better mind my manners. And I dropped to that level at that third high school, and I minded my fucking manners. If they like bumped into me and they said, what? I would just be like, nothing, sir. I hope you have a great day. Please don't kill me. Yeah. Was the stabby okay? They never came back. I learned more skills I use today setting up CS LAN parties than I did in high school. Kind of true. Bro became Urkel. Stefan Urkel. They didn't die. I don't think they died. They just never came back to that high school. Once a fight happened right behind me in high school and I didn't know until it was over. They became lovers. Could you imagine that? I can imagine that. They went to juvie. They almost certainly went to juvie for like a stabbing, right? I mean, come on, how could they not? Love at first stab. What is your life? I think I've lived an okay life. I don't have any complaints. I'm pretty sure my last high school was a cult. Explain yourself. How was it a cult? Jinzioni, hello. Good morning. Good morning. I'm doing a short stream this morning. I gotta go to PT. I'm gonna eat breakfast. I'm gonna shower. I'm gonna go to physical therapy. And then Lando and I might be doing something in the evening. We're gonna test out like him playing a game and I'm just like chatting along with him. Or maybe we'll play a 2-player game. I don't know. But basically he was just like, I'm 0 for 2. I picked 2 games that were just pure unfiltered ass. So maybe it's your turn. You were made for Zatsudans because your life is so interesting. I think like the people around me in real life think that I'm super boring because I keep my fucking mouth shut. But I do think like the trick to having an interesting life is to have very, very low self-preservation instinct. You should play Pikmin with Lando. Pikmin kind of scares me. Something about Pikmin like ain't right. And I thought about this as like a kid. Pikmin, the concept of Pikmin is like being like the leader of a religion, right? Like these little things like worship you and like you like sacrifice them to like get your shit done. And like I'm not about that, right? I think we should choose our own fates, right? Something about you ain't right. Yo, Octopath! I haven't played Octopath because I bought a Switch. I was gifted Animal Crossing. And then like I never played another Switch game ever again. I think I played Pokemon. That's it. I kind of do want to play Octopath. Octopath's music is fantastic. The composer is perfect. Let's go. I don't even own a Switch. Kind of based. I'm like 100% PC gamer. I have a Switch that you guys gifted to me like a gajillion years ago. I have a PlayStation 5 that my buddy gifted me, but I've yet to set it up. Smash with Lando. I played the original Smash Brothers on the N64, and I mained Kirby. I think I mained Kirby. That's it. I don't know anything else about it. I remember stop Japan time. Do you guys remember that? That's like the only Smash meme that I know. And then apparently like Ludwig got his start being a Smash streamer, right? Classic new player being attracted to Kirby. Basically, yeah. Yes, 2 a.m. is Japan time. Let's go. We got one person that remembers. Of course you made the orb. Holy shit, Japan time. I've aged 900 years. Good old Japan time. You don't know about Happy Feet womb combo? No. What is that? It's prophetic. Kirby and Randon have two things in common: orb and cute. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not going to be an orb forever, but I'll be an orb for the for the foreseeable future. I think when I return, when I shed my orb form, it'll be like an event. We'll celebrate together, but that ain't coming anytime soon. Please be an orb until 2069. That ain't Falco. Happy Feet Wombo combo. I had an idea, and Lando was like, "That's not a good idea. You shouldn't do that." I had an idea that if like a miracle happens and Twitch somehow lets me monetize on Twitch, the first subscriber badge thing is like currency. Like you could use it up and I'll remove it, and then I have to do something for you. And then Lando was like, "What do you mean by something? Like, what would you do for them?" And I would be like, "Literally anything. Literally anything. I'll fly over and dance for them." And he was like, "No." I would literally kill a dude for them. Oh god, that's too much power. No. More borrowed trauma streams, let's go. Like, could you imagine if like Naris like won it and he's like, "I'm gonna use up my first subscriber token. You can only play borrow trauma for the rest of your streaming career. I will accept just chatting, but if you're playing a video game, it's gotta be borrow trauma." It's like, well, I guess I'm a borrow trauma streamer now. As long as it doesn't get me arrested. As long as it doesn't get me arrested, and as long as I don't have to give up my personal identity, I will like be open to like any request, and then I remove your your first subscriber token. What do you think? Well, there goes my idea. No beaches, no blowjays. Absolutely not. I missed the entire stream, Ben. I'm sorry. I have to go to physical therapy. I have to eat breakfast. It's not, but I will be back. I don't know if you're going to be awake at the time, but Lando and I are probably going to be playing a video game together in the evening. What if the request is to overthrow the government? That would probably land me in jail. That would probably land me in jail. Oh, Zomboid. It is my turn to pick, but It's gonna be on Lando's stream, so I don't exactly know like what it'll be. Can I just get a hug and a compliment, Shintatsu? You get a virtual hug, and I think you're doing all right, buddy. Just keep at it. You're doing okay. What kind of crimes? I don't know, man. Cute crimes. Yo, CDDA! I have. Mofun, yeah, thank you very much for the raid. I'm so sorry. We're ending soon. I'm sorry. Welcome, welcome. Or we could watch Lando play Dead Space. Oh, Dead Space! How's your stream? What were you up to? What were you up to? Thank you for the comfy raid. I am also a comfy streamer. I never say anything weird. And I'm generally like pretty respectful and family friendly. I'm drawing a chibi live 2D model. Yo! How's the progress on that? The orb lies? Don't worry about it. My chat likes to G-light me, right? Make him play the Peppa Pig game. What if I play the Peppa Pig game? Hold on a second. Peppa Pig. I've been on the lookout for like a 1-game stream. Peppa Pig game. How much is it? Do it. Do not. Yo, it's for Vivi! She gets a chibi model. Hell yeah. Do it for the queen? Teach Lando how to play Magic. He doesn't know how to play Magic. The thing that like really grinds my gears is that Lando has like $85,000 worth of Pokemon cards and he doesn't know how to play. It's like my I had a roommate that started playing Pokemon and he stacked his deck with like the EX Mewtwo's. He had like all of the super rare cards, and then I made a Mincino Cincino deck with Do the Wave, and I just fucking destroyed him like 4 out of 5 times. Just because like it took him like 7 turns to like set up his Mewtwo. And then Mincino Cincino is like set up in 2 turns, and I'm just like slapping him for like 70 damage. My like Mincino is like literally mating press is like Mewtwo that can't attack because it doesn't have enough energy cards, right? Do you know what I'm talking about? Oh, grow up. It's just it's fine. I don't like imagining that. Dude, you need to play the Pokemon TCG video game. Yo! Watoto. I don't know if, you know what? Maybe just for our boy, I'll unprivate. Because I played Pokemon TCG for the Game Boy Color. It's one of the first games that I played. Do you remember Sarah? I was just beating up Sarah for like 2.5 streams to steal her Pokemon cards. I did. It was one of the first video games that I played. Can you unprivate your XCOM? Alright, hold on. Let me fucking write this shit down. For Watoto, I'll unprivate my TCG game, and then for Amos, I'll unprivate my XCOM video. I might do XCOM again, but Long War. I did the original XCOM. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and like raid someone and then shower, eat, go to PT, and then tonight, unless something happens, you know, there's always like, but I'll probably be hanging out with Lando tonight. What was wrong with XCOM? It was good. I beat the game. Okay. Ugh. Who do I want to show you guys? Show to you guys. Who do I want to show to you guys? Do I know anybody? Who do I know? God, I don't even know. It's just like at this time slot, I just don't know enough people. Like, so Doc is not raiding today. Doc is not streaming today. Ain't nobody streaming. Zentrea, like the big streamers are big, and like they're big because they're good, but I kind of want to like, unless it's like a personal friend that I like know pretty well, I kind of want to show you off to the people that like you might be off your radar but are also just as entertaining, right? There's like literally nobody streaming at this hour though. Is Saku streaming? Fuck it, let's do it. Wait, are you Saku streaming right now? Are you kidding me? Are you streaming? You can offline raid with the command. Just go live. Why not? I'm gonna be late to PT though. Raid Northern Lion? I already did that. No more of that. We'll do it next time. We'll do it next time. No. If you're sick, don't do it. I know. What the hell is this? Hold on. Oh, okay. Read. There we go. Wait, Saka said hold on. No, Saka, just rest. Don't worry about it. Yeah, just rest. Next time. All right, everybody. Take care. I'm gonna go to PT. Goodbye, YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in. As your father of you guys, I don't have favorites, but you guys are my favorite.